The ball bouncing in Providence, Rhode Island. Tonight, a Big East Classic. We've got two charter members meeting up at Dunkin' Donuts Center. It's the Georgetown Hoyas taking on the 21st ranked Providence Friars. And folks, for this Big East Classic, we are bringing in a Big East Classic himself. My name is Eric Collins, but the Big East Classic, Bill Raftery. Bill, I'm thrilled to do this with you. Let's talk about Providence right out of the chute. They're 4-1 in conference play, but they haven't played in 12 days.
We got two healthy teams. What a surprise. Of course, the big fella, Nate Watson, he's got to get a lot of touches and dominate. Georgetown pretty tough on the glass, too, so he's going to have to seal off and get some bounds. Counter that. Goodness, Aminu Muhammad with a terrific-looking freshman. Can beat you with the bounce threes and good on the glass.
Hey, here's your starting lineup, sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. You talked about Muhammad, who's been a revelation as a freshman. Dante Harris back in the mix. Great to see Donald Carey, the captain. He's playing for the first time in a month. He will be a big deal for Georgetown as they try and get their first win in conference play this year. For Providence, it's Watson, Durham, Breed, Horkler, and Minaya. We don't expect to see A.J. Reeves, normally a big part of what they do. Reeves is still out with a broken finger.
A little pinky problem, and Carey, you're right. Good to see him back. A big-time threat from deep.
Watson and Ngoefe, the jump. And Georgetown starts on offense.
And right now, what do we got here? A little Providence. Minute.
And now we're officially underway. Aminu is fouled up high by Watson.
Oh, boy, you don't like to see your big fella getting one that early, that far from the hole.
That's something you never saw, Coach, when you were coaching. A number 0 fouls a number 0. Watson fouling Muhammad, yeah.
Saw enough of that Patrick Ewing on the sideline, though. My goodness. Big-time talent.
And a turnover gives the ball over to Ed Cooley's Providence Friars. Ed 208 wins at Providence, 300 total wins as the Division I head coach.
He's a keeper, a hometown youngster. And good to see Patrick Kelting along the sideline, but the turnovers, watching it home, upset him quite a bit. Little flex look now, cross screen on the baseline.
Al Durham misses with the right hand, cleared by Ngoefe.
He does a nice job with that right hand, though. Much better going left, but can mix it up with a counter.
Pass is deflected, so back-to-back turnovers for Georgetown.
I'm sure they harped on this, too. Well, Horkler passes up some shots, really plays under control. Nice pace. Roll and replace.
Watson. Wow, that was with the left hand, Coach. What an impressive turnaround.
Well, what's great about this kid, now he's got that 15, 70-foot jumper, but I do like him patrolling low and dominating.
139th game for Nate Watson. That is a school record for games played.
It's incredible, huh? That extra year.
Georgetown hadn't had a shot on rim yet. A couple of turnovers, both times down the floor.
Yeah, they like Holloway. They think he can start turning the corner. Gets to the foul line, too. They got one there.
Durham from the free throw line. Rebounded, it'll stay with Providence. Minaya got the loose ball.
This kid does a lot of the little things.
Watson
loose.
Well, he missed it with his right hand. They're making it with his left hand from the exact same spot. Here's Dante Harris.
Now this kid's got some game. Can get to the rim, make outside shots.
Breed zigging and zagging, got pushed off his spot. No call, and it's Georgetown ball.
Nobody running with him. Not a good look. Bring it back out and run the show.
Good hands by Ngoefe, but he's called for the travel. Shuffled the shoes. That's now 3 turns for Georgetown.
Well, that's amazing. This is the one thing Patrick talked about. His concern, the way they valued the basketball, not getting opportunities, just disregarding possessions. And you can just see seething a little bit.
Seething. Changes for Providence. They bring in Ed Croswell and Jared Bynum into the game.
Yeah, Bynum really has been playing solid of late after sitting out a number of games.
They take out Watson and they take out Minaya.
Croswell's done a nice job. Got in better shape. Nice attack of the rim here. Big fella finishing. That's that LaSalle education.
The former Explorer comes into the game. 10 seconds in. Chance for a three-point play.
Eddie's so happy the way he worked on his body. Now he can get out and guard people on the perimeter, handle the ball screen a lot better, and put it on the deck and finish.
A little Dickie Simpkins, Austin Crozier, Michael Smith action.
Wow, you're talking about some greats. I'm sure you've worked with Dickie because he's got a few rings. I think he had some help when he was with the Bulls get those rings.
Get it to 23 and get out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. MJ.
Shot off the mark by Holloway. Another one and done. Georgetown hasn't scored. Close to 3 minutes into our contest. Bynum lost it. Carey the other way.
Good poise here. Run your action now.
Carey! Still nothing for Georgetown.
A nice balance here. Smart play.
And Durham fouled from behind by Dante Harris.
Ed Durham, Chris, added Indiana for 3 years now, stepping up. He's been a great addition to this program. Particularly with Bynum out, he was running some point as well. Nice hesitation. A little nickel dimer there early.
Minaya comes back into the game. He was only on the bench for just a moment. He replaces Durham.
Minaya can run the floor, post up.
Horkler. His first shot is good. It's a 3-ball.
Well, that's why I like him to take more shots. Heck of a rebounder as well on both ends of the floor. He opened things up. They needed it with Reeves out.
Horkler shoots over 40% from behind the arc. Mohammed had it blocked away by Croswell.
Nice vertical.
No one stopped the ball. Reed's shot is short. One and done. Mohammed a rebound.
Isn't that amazing? First thing you're taught, stop the ball. Others have to cover.
Georgetown has not scored. Bynum off the window and in.
They can really push it. Nice little kiss delivery. The old St. Joe Hawk. Solid point player. Runs the show. Good experience, heady play. Horkler for the money from deep.
College Hoops is sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. So far, so good for Providence. 21st ranked team in the country. They lead Georgetown 9-0. Boy, is having a hard time, Bill, getting out of their own way right now.
Yeah, it's interesting when you watch them play. That's the one thing. They self-destruct. Unable to finish plays, and here, nice little poise defensively by Watson. That could have been number 2, but the inability to finish at the rim, and I think just grab it 2 hands and go back and jam it in there. I think Mohammed's got to step up for this basketball team. He's the talented one, the son of the great Dikembe. Nice little turnaround jumper. He's got a hook game. Gonna be a nice player. And he doesn't shake his finger at you.
Ryan Mutombo comes into the ball game. 7 feet 2 inches tall. Shoots 48% from the field. And maybe he will allow the Hornets, allow the Hoyas offense to get in gear.
Got to get some inside games. Get to the free throw line. Get your juices flowing a little bit.
Looking for Mutombo down on the block. They don't get it there. Carey relocates. Rebounded Horkler.
Good defensive set and faulty offense. Well, they're not getting into things early. Here's a little scissor play from out top. You were up with the Celtics. They used to run this all the time.
Is that right? What time period?
Red Auerbach.
Croswell, second field goal. He's got 5 points off the bench.
Boy, nice play. Good heads-up basketball. Well, if you're not scoring at the other end, you better get down in a stance. They need some turnovers to run-outs, Georgetown.
5.5 minutes into our game, and Georgetown still looking for their first scratch.
Croswell doing a nice job fronting, three-quartering.
Holloway with the left hand. Another miss for Georgetown.
Boy, everything's contested.
Bynum, great lead pass. Croswell, another bucket.
Nice early drag screen. Nice play by Croswell. Real heads up, empty side. Nice little pocket.
Bynum and Croswell off the bench have both been terrific. Nate Watson comes off the bench. He's at the scorer's table. He'll come in next whistle for Providence.
Once again, late in the shot clock.
Harris misses inside.
And Croswell, boy, he has really developed into a solid player.
Horkler. Georgetown needs a bucket.
Oh, they sure do.
And a turnover. Carey gives it over. And Bynum lost it at midcourt.
Boy, he had it filled on the other side with Durham as well.
Finally, something goes. It's a three for the captain, Donald Carey.
That's interesting. I thought they might step up and press a little bit, get them going.
Carey hadn't played since December 18th.
He's the elder statesman. Grad student, went to Siena.
We've got a stoppage, allowing some players from both sides to come into the game. Let's talk about Croswell.
Really solid play. That was an early drag, nice roll, a nice adjustment on the pass by Bynum. As I said earlier, he has really developed into solid point guard for this team.
Malcolm Wilson's come into the game for Georgetown along with Caden Rice. Maybe Rice will bring some offense.
Yeah, Rice can really drill the deep one. Wilson more an around the rim kind of a guy.
Shot clock down to 4.
Nice cross.
And it'll stay with Georgetown. Al Durham back on the floor for the Friars.
Pretty good penetration, though. That's what they need. A little more of an attack mode. If you don't have a post-up game, you got to use the bounce and get a touch of the lane. I love Rice's release. Quick.
And Rice averaging 4 made threes per game. He had 5 most recent game against St. John's. And Holloway is fouled.
I think they got good on with the little body bump.
Georgetown's only bucket coming a moment ago on the 3 by Donald Carey.
Just no flow on this offensive end.
And a turnover on the inbound. And Georgetown gets it right back. This is Rice. Pennies from heaven. Triple for Caden Rice.
That's his game. Pick up the pieces and drill it.
Rice, the transfer from the Citadel. 39% from behind the arc.
Providence letting them right back in this game now. Georgetown might be able to settle down.
Watson. Jared Bynum, a rare 3. Just his 11th this season.
Boy, collapsed the D with the kick-out pass. Solid basketball.
Holloway, size advantage, working on Bryson Goodine.
Watson really in a nice help position here. Good defense both ways.
Friars lead by 10. Bynum, straight to the rim.
Oh, goodness. The blow-by. Nobody at home. You want to get back in it, you better go and start guarding if you're a Hoya.
Holloway. Long one from Rice. Got it. Oh, where's he been? Back-to-back threes for Caden Rice.
How about this kid? He shoots with confidence. Nice high arc release. Doesn't need much space.
Set the Georgetown record for made threes in a game earlier this year with 10. That's a big number.
He's been solid. Early in the year, I had the Syracuse game. They played great. And they've just been struggling to difficulty valuing the ball.
That is a massive play on the block by Nate Watson.
What a great entry, too. Nice seal by the big guy.
Georgetown's got 3 made baskets. All of them have been from behind the arc. Harris tapped around and in. Give the bucket to Malcolm Wilson.
That's what he does best. Attack the glass. Anytime Drew will break down, all of a sudden the defense steps up. Nice dive to the rim.
Wilson now has officially taken 27 shots on the year. He's made 21 of them. Good eye. In and out.
Steve Lavin calls them zero distance shots.
That's right. 9.5 remaining in our first half. This is Holloway.
Just elevate. Not a bad play. I'd go to that more.
Skip pass. Goodine got clotheslined by Wilson.
Ooh.
That's an old school Big East foul.
Wow, that's like the old days. As Big John used to say, I just gave him a little touch. Nothing serious. Right now, you got to value the ball. What a gorgeous seal and finish, big time.
20-11, 9-10 remaining in our first half. Let's go inside that huddle with Georgetown and Patrick Ewing.
Aminu, you driving in there, double clutching. Go up over them. Hey, look, then whatever happened down there, we got to get back and set our defense. Set our defense.
You know, Patrick gets excited when he talks about Aminu. He thinks that this kid's got a big-time upside. And they really need him to step up and blossom the next month and change. Leader of the show. And he's right. You got to get good shots and score to set up your defense. And right now, they're really struggling. You mentioned just some deep threes that late in the shot clock and under duress.
Georgetown has 4 made field goals. They're 4 for 18. What's keeping them in this game is the fact that Caden Rice has made a couple of threes, and Donald Carey's made one as well. Bryson Goodine hits the first, he'll have another. Goodine is elite at the free throw line. He's now 9 for 10 on the year. The Syracuse transfer.
Get used to it. The portal, although he was there before the portal was established. That's what you see across the country.
Porkler back into the ball game. Goodine comes out. This is Tyler Beard initiating the offense. Working off that screen from Negoefe. Aminu Mohammed, the face-up.
Beard, a nice backup point guard.
Off the window and in. That's the first basket for Mohammed.
And I like that little change. Slip him into the post, let him dominate.
And we heard in that huddle, Patrick Ewing imploring Mohammed to take advantage of his athletic ability when he's in the paint.
Yeah, he's a talented kid.
Lefty three. Bottom of the well, Justin Minaya.
How about that out of South Carolina? He brings a smile to Ed's countenance when you start talking about him, because he'll get down on the floor, guard people, rebound, and stroke it.
Carey. Second made three for Donald Carey.
Boy, he doesn't need much room either. Little lack of communication by the Friars.
Georgetown's offense has been propped up by the three-pointer. They have now made 4 of 7. Durham to Watson.
Nice back screen.
Beard. Here comes Georgetown the other way. Mohammed, the step through and score.
Boy, that's pretty basketball. They get the flow a little bit. Nice little euro at the rim.
Providence playing with their starting 5 on the floor right now. Minaya, Horkler, Watson, Durham, and Breed. And a pass deflected. Good job by Efe to knock it away from Watson.
Yeah, first time Watson didn't really seal his guy. Horkler, another thing he does well is pass to the post. Nice screen.
Efe a bucket.
Efe with a nice little seal there to permit that entree.
All of a sudden we got a ball game. 7-0 run for the Hoyas. And away from the ball, we've got a whistle.
On the cut, maybe.
We've got a timeout on the floor. Georgetown raging back. 5-point game, 25-20 in Providence. All of a sudden, 6:41 remaining in our first half. Providence leading Georgetown by 5. Let's go in the huddle with Providence head coach Ed Cooley.
Everybody, when the ball goes up, make sure you put a body on someone. Everybody got to think defense and rebound. When we get it, bust out and run. All right? Bust out and run.
Bill, I love the fact that both these coaches have such roots in the Northeast. You got Patrick Ewing, clearly John Thompson disciple. You get Ed Cooley, spent so much time at Boston College, a native of Providence, Rhode Island.
Well, I'm not so fond of Patrick, though, because he sent me a letter telling me to get lost when we try to recruit him. but other than that, I just love watching him play and just hoping he can get this thing going at his alma mater. A nice little comeback here. They were really struggling early.
Jared Bynum back into the game right now for Providence. This is Bynum. Left-handed layup up and in.
He is clever. They're in a double screen for him. Nice poise, the bounce, the hesitate, the finish.
Bynum's attempted 4 shots. He's made them all. He's got 9 points in 9 minutes.
Must be the shoes. What do you think? Pink and yellow combo.
Look at this. Tyler Beard, highly thought of freshman with a bucket.
This kid, he's really solid, I think. Nice backup point guy. Subs for Harris can play him together.
Friars playing keep away. Durham. Last touch by Georgetown. Seems like Providence got a cornered the market on shooting layups off the wrong foot just to try and get up on the glass early.
Well, yeah, it's a really smart play. You see it a lot in your NBA games. It's just sort of a nice timing thing. Freezes the defense a little bit.
Bynum hasn't missed so far today. Bynum. That's his first miss.
I thought he could have got more out of that trip, too. Croswell supplying a little bit of a bump out high. That's what.
Great pass. Croswell score the goal.
How about that? The open floor, the big fella, looming large.
Great catch. That was down by his shoe tops.
A nice short of the floor, though.
.22 is our score. Providence as a team shooting 52%.
A pretty solid rebounding trip that last time by Providence. Sticking people, getting runouts. First time go three-quarter court pressure.
Dante Harris back into the game. This is Harris. Efe back to Harris. Late closeout by Horkler forced the miss.
Yeah, big kid, big size, too, 6'7".
Colin Holloway running to the scorer's table. Did he get there in time? He did. So Holloway will come in. He replaces Caden Rice. Rice did a good job. 6 points in 8 minutes.
He can drill it, no question about it.
Minaya.
Closing out the half. Georgia wants to get in it. It's got to be on this end of the floor.
Unforced error.
Yeah, nice job. Aminu.
Holloway back into the game. Welcome back, my friend. That's a 3.
How about that? Really simple. Double high, pick and pop, drill it.
Holloway had been 0 for 5, coach, before that made.
Now they like his game, though.
Another beautiful dive. Bynum finds Croswell.
Well, you see that so often now. Steve Nash-ish. Hold on to that bounce, get heads turned. Nice dive to the rim. Big time finish. Again, this kid, he has really developed a solid game for Ed Cooley. He has a 3 against 1 there. Pretty good strength here. That's why you hit that weight room.
Bill, those first 2 subs who came into the game for Providence, about a minute and a half into our game, Bynum and Croswell, they have combined to go 9 for 10 from the field. They've got a combined 20 of the 32 points for Providence.
Now, Bynum has really been solid, no question about it. Sort of a fake sub. He gets most of the minutes in the course of the game. Averages 23 a game.
Beard got his own miss. Sets up Carey. Big shot. That's 3-ball number 3 for the captain.
Well, you're so vulnerable, whether it's an offensive rebound, kick out, or a dribble drive, disperse. Well, nice to see him back carry.
Georgetown 6 for 10 shooting threes. Ball didn't stay in his hands very long.
Not at all. I don't know why you would slough off of him. You know he can drill him. Real good. You got to force him to drive. Good catch and shoot performer. A little yo-yo. No load up in the lane, though.
Mohammed lost it off his knee. It'll be Providence basketball.
Talked about losing weight and being a little more mobile. Croswell, one of those guys, got himself into shape, running the floor, and as you mentioned, the little Yogi Berra scoop by the big fella.
2:46 remaining here in our first half. Providence ranked 21st in the country, but they hadn't played in 12 days. Bill, how would you judge what you've seen so far out of Ed Cooley's Friars?
I think the first 5-7 minutes they were on top of the game, then broke down a little bit, but I just like the play of Bynum and Croswell. They're developing a little more of a bench, too, which I think has helped their cause, you know, growing. Nice to have Bynum coming off the bench with his experience, solid play. And by the way, how did they get Stoner off the beach this early out there? What do you think?
Rob Stone is a man of many talents. He could be doing this from the beach for all we know.
Doing a much better job than I'm doing, I'm sure.
Pressure in the backcourt.
First time. I thought we'd see this earlier.
Bynum, Horkler, Minaya, Croswell, and Durham playing together for Providence.
They like this little horn set, dribble exchange.
Horkler working the baseline, finds Croswell. And everything is going in for Croswell. He's 6 for 6.
Yeah, Horkler got away with a little chicken wing there, but that's really a beautiful little set play. Dribble handoff, and they dive Horkler right to the box.
Off the bench, Croswell has 13 first half points. Picked up a cheap foul there, trying to deny the basketball.
Really good, solid defensive stance, too. Didn't have to reach. Well, that's a pretty good combo in that low post, isn't it?
Croswell and Watson. Yeah, and Watson's only got 4 points in 9 minutes, but he's been picked up by Croswell in the performance he's had.
Once in a while, he'll slip them in together.
Good job by Mohammed to save it. Carey's made 3 3-pointers.
Horkler staying attached for that reason, too. Look at that. Croswell.
Bynum slows it up.
So they're showing a lot of poise, I think. Good judgment.
Rare miss for Bynum. He's now 4 for 6 shooting the ball. Carey, another basket.
Boy, the defense tardy. Nobody recognized. Nobody stopped the penetration.
Donald Carey, the first Hoya in double figures. He's got 11. Final minute of our first half.
No cross screen, down screen.
Everything but down for Durham. Long one. Doesn't fall for Carey, but an offensive rebound.
Boy, look, they're tough when they're contested like that.
Mohammed. Use that athleticism to get a rebound, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Eddie had implored his team to check out. Boy, he's showing a lot of strength at the rim right now. I think Amino's going to become a big-time guard in this league, or if this kid, once he gets a little more confidence in his outside shot.
He's a guard who rebounds like a big. He actually leads the team in rebounding, close to 9 per game. He's 8.6.
You compared him to
Perry McDonald,
yeah,
mid-80s low post player for Georgetown.
Undersized but powerful.
Yeah. Smart. All right, final 30 seconds of our first half. Providence has the ball and a 6-point lead. Watson back into the game for the Friars. Nate Watson.
I'm sure he's going to get a touch.
There it is. Watson's got it. Horkler has to fire. Still some meat on the bone. Georgetown can put one up on the rim. Beard. Got it! Big basket, Tyler Beard, and makes it a one-possession game at the break.
How about that? Give that kid some minutes. He has played well. Big-time pull-up. Mentions his ability to run the team, get him squared. You can see out of his hand, too. Big-time delivery, little nylon.
The three-pointer has saved the day for Georgetown. They have made 7 out of 12 from behind the arc. They trail by 3. All right, we'll step aside. When we come back, the Jeep halftime report coming your way. Members of the Big East Conference doing work in Providence, Rhode Island. On a Thursday night, it is Providence, the 21st ranked team in the country, with a slim 3-point lead over the hungry Georgetown Hoyas. Let's talk about Providence and how they got it done. Bill Raftery, 2 subs came off the bench and put up numbers.
Subs, you gotta be kidding. A little kiss shot by Bynum. He's been around the block. This kid plays with a lot of confidence. Nice pace to his game, runs the break, sets up the defense. And Ed Croswell, it's the LaSalle training that sets him up. Big time little dive to the rim. Very active, really solid. Ran the floor. He couldn't do this last year. Ed's got him playing great basketball, but a tribute to him for getting himself in super condition.
Here's your first half stats brought to you by Jeep. Providence, they shoot 51% on their home floor and still only have just a 1-possession lead over Georgetown, in large part because the Hoyas knocked down the 3-ball coach. They made 7 out of 12 from behind the arc, led by Donald Carey, who had 3.
Well, thank God they had those opportunities. I still think they need some post-ups, some little dribble drives in the lane, get some easier goals. Obviously, I think Providence is going to step out, contest it a little bit better on the deep ones.
Both sides had their starting 5 on the floor to begin our second half. Nate Watson, only 4 first-half points. Back out to Breed.
Got his feet jumbled up just a little bit.
Offensive rebound, Minaya.
Got to get a good angle on the pass entry.
Al Durham very quiet in the first half. Looks to make a difference. He is fouled and will go to the free throw line.
I love the way he uses that counter, though. Everybody jumps on that left hand. Pretty good with that dominant side, but the ability to go right, solid at the rim. Jeff Battle alongside Brian Blaney there. There's Brian's dad, George, a contemporary of mine. Great coach at Holy Cross, later at Seton Hall, and then sat next to Jim Calhoun.
Yeah, he did.
Through those championships.
Now, maybe this will get Al Durham going. He was scoreless in 18 first-half minutes. But one thing he does as good as anyone in the conference is get to the free throw line and make his freebies. He has attempted 112 free throws now through the first 16 games of the season.
And he really did a great job when Bynum was out running the point, too. He's been a terrific asset for the Friars.
Carey comes off a couple of screens. Off balance, front of the iron, and a push-off. Aminu Mohammed called for the foul.
I like his aggressive play, though. He's got a little bit more involved on the offensive end of things, too.
Bill, they really let him play in that first half. No one is any form of foul trouble right now. Mohammed, that's his second personal foul, and Dante Harris has 2, but no one else in the game has more than 1.
And Georgetown calmed down with the turnovers, too. Only 6 in that first half. Value those possessions.
Providence turns it over. Harris didn't make a shot from the field in the first half. 0 for 5. Efe was open under the cup.
Nice job, though. Nice help by Watson. He's got to squeeze it.
And a foul of the reaching variety called on Dante Harris. That'll send Allen Breed to the line.
Well, I can't give him those opportunities, though. Not in sync on the offensive end can cost you dearly. That's where you need your leadership. I was going to get people involved a little bit. Again, no inside punch, which has really hurt them. I wouldn't mind slipping Mohammed in the box area.
Breed is elite as a free thrower. He is 22 of 25, 88% at the free throw line. We got some great free throwers in this game. Donald Carey, haven't seen him at the line for Georgetown, but Raft, he's 31 for 33 at the line.
Yeah, 93%. I mean, these kids can knock him down. Chris Breed got that start against St. John's.
Georgetown down 6.
Perimeter defense stepped up a little bit here, forcing everything. Dribble drives. Taking away the 3.
The bouncy Mohammed along the baseline. Last touched by Mohammed. It's a turnover.
Anayev does a nice job on that end of the floor, too. That would have been a perfect little drop step spin, and he does like that move, particularly in the 3-second lane.
Breed.
Nice little set, though. Little double, pin down, clean look.
Holloway. He's a right-handed player, but he throws up a whole heck of a lot of shots with his left hand.
I like the aggressive play, though.
Rebounded Efe.
Roberts done a nice job balancing the floor. He got him. Boy, he turned that into a difficult shot.
Breed. Wide open in the corner, and the lead is back to 10 for Providence.
Boy, nobody got back for Georgetown identified. Providence really looks sharp, taking advantage of those open opportunities.
Breed didn't score in the first half, but then those free throws and now a 3. And he's feeling good about himself.
Yeah, that gets you going a little bit. Automatic switch on the perimeter.
Carey Carey, the misfire, got it back. 2 for a quarter, Donald Carey.
They ran him off the three-point line, but good hustle play. Because you're the first to know that it's not going to go.
Watson, his first chin-up of the night.
Boy, nice little lead pass by Mania, too. How about Watson? Georgetown defense fell asleep. A little dive from the foul line. How about Breed, though? Get down the floor, get those puppies organized. Breed taking advantage of the minutes. Big time.
The NFC Divisional Playoff presented by Intuit TurboTax Live is on Fox. Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers heading to Lambeau to take on Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. It all starts at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, only on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Great time of year.
10-point game, Providence and Georgetown, 2 schools closely connected with the great late John Thompson, of course a player at Providence and then head coach forever at Georgetown. And Raft, they're kind of bookending the Big East standings right now with Providence on top and Georgetown looking for their first conference win.
I'm sure Georgetown's not happy about that position. Patrick saying the other day, we got to get it going. Got plenty of time. Only 3 conference games, he feels you got a chance. So stepping it up. They made a nice little comeback to get involved in this game. Because I saw John Thompson play in Newport, Rhode Island as a high school senior.
Wow.
And John Carroll, Archbishop Carroll, he played for. Tom Hoover was his teammate, another great player. And then, of course, watched him at Providence.
It's wonderful intel. John Thompson was the backup for a while for Bill Russell.
Exactly.
For the Boston Celtics.
Yeah. Jim Hadnot came from the West Coast after John. Vinny Ernst, an old pal of mine, was the backcourt guy.
Providence a 10-point lead with the basketball. 21st ranked team in the country. Look at Ed Croswell. Stronger than Samson. Just goes wherever he wants.
He doesn't have the hair, though, but boy, has he played great basketball. Heard Donnie talking about him at halftime. Just a valuable commodity at this point.
He's 7 for 7 shooting the basketball.
Who needs Big Nate?
Jalen Billingsley didn't play in the first half. It's on the floor right now. And Billingsley, where you been all my life? Yeah. Chance for a 3-point play for the freshman.
Nice job with the turnaround. 4-man with some power, can run the floor. Little turnaround, Jay. Getting them in touch.
College Hoops is sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. 21st ranked team in the country, the Providence Friars, starting to flex a little muscle. They lead Georgetown by 10. Ed Croswell has come off the bench and put up 15 points in 12 minutes, Bill Raftery.
He may be the only one for Providence. He has just played solid basketball. Here, a little bully ball attacking the rim. Good use of the hands and arms, some strength. And again, all about conditioning, being ready, attitude. What gives them a nice solid backup. And again, at times, I'm sure you're going to see Eddie playing the 2 bigs together.
So many great bigs have played in Providence over the years. It's nice to see a old school low post presence.
Yeah, you mentioned Michael Smith earlier, Dickie Simpkins. We went back to the early days with Big John and Hadnot.
Marvin Barnes. How about that?
How could you forget him?
Old-fashioned 3-point play for Jalen Billingsley, who just checked into the game for the first time, and it's a 9-point game.
He likes to screen and roll, too. A little 3/4 court trap handled nicely.
Al Durham off the window, squeezes it through.
How about that one, huh? Going right, pull up, a little smooch to the side pull up.
First field goal for Durham. He's got 2 free throws, so he's got 4 points in a game-high 24 minutes. Beard along the baseline.
Well, Billingsley was loading up. That's what the play was called for.
Durham, a 3-ball.
Well, you said he was quiet the first half. Lighten it up right now. showing that whole bag right now.
1,000-point score in 3 years at Indiana, finishing out his college career in the Big East.
There you go.
Billingsley had it blocked by Croswell. That's the third block on Croswell.
So using that strength, bellying up a little bit. Not much of a release, too, on that turnaround. Got to attack the defender.
Croswell's got 15 points, 3 blocks, a steal, a couple of rebounds in just 13 minutes.
And that should build his confidence and theirs in him.
Carey, much needed for Georgetown. It's a 3-ball.
Well, you got to stay at home. Everybody's playing good interior defense, and you know number 13 can drill it big time.
16-point ball game for the captain. And a foul called on Muhammad, trying to go over the top and steal the basketball.
Yeah, not a real heady play, too. Not much damage, guys facing the backcourt.
So Muhammad's the first man on either side to get to 3 fouls. He'll have to leave the game. He's replaced by Caden Rice. Rice made a couple of first-half threes.
Changes the look, really. You go from some power at that guard spot to finesse deep.
Bynum scoots inside, sets up Minaya. This is Rice.
You see the closeout right away. Force him to put it on the deck. Pretty good D.
Horkler running the floor.
Whew. And what a find, too. Good read. But so solid. Well, Horkler does so many little things. Eddie waxing eloquent about his contributions the other day.
Harris going one-on-one, had it rejected by Horkler.
As size prevails.
Bynum, nice find. Score the goal, Minaya.
Oh, what a dive and cut. Beautiful. Put it on a platter. Oh, this is a tough time for Georgetown right now. You got to stay in touch, get something organized on the offensive end, but Bynum, what do you need, coach? Dribble, drive, attract, dive. Big time finish, Minaya.
Right now, the Dunkin' Donuts Center, if you're a Providence Friar fan, they lead Georgetown by 15. Providence, the 21st ranked team in the country. And, Coach, they've got big dreams this year. Let's take a look at the Big East teams in the NCAA tournament as of right now, according to Fox Sports' Mike DeCourcy.
Yeah, you know, Eddie was saying he was so disappointed in last year. Of course, this year, a great start for him. And it is a deep and tough league, and you can get quality wins as the season progresses. I think Marquette's starting to play well. A nice little win for them the other night. Of course, Creighton took care of business early in the year against Villanova as well. There are some tough outs.
Saved by Muhammad, but Horkler's got it. I think this is probably the time we should mention, even though we didn't see Georgetown on that list, they haven't won a conference game.
Yeah,
they are the defending Big East tournament champs. Remember, they won 4 consecutive games in the Big East tournament last year to get that automatic bid.
Shocked everybody. Eddie was saying last year they played Georgetown and they really played well. Nice little dive to the rim. And Minaya, again, so clever.
At Georgetown, with the recent muscle memory, they defeated Providence in the only game between these two schools last year.
Right. Coaches remember. Why not? Eddie talking about his pause. Patrick about his pause where you can't get players. Different guys. It's really a test for coaches.
One out of 2 for Minaya.
Now, we've been talking about Bynum's contribution, and he just feels he does a great job getting other people's shots as well. And, of course, he can contribute solidly as well.
Wow, look at those numbers for Minaya.
Yeah, he can fill it.
And a foul will send Caden Rice to the line. He may need directions to find that free throw line. This will just be free throws 8 and 9 for him on the year.
But a nice read by him, though. He had Croswell, knew he could put it on the deck and get to the rim, get in that attack mode a little bit.
Now, Caden Rice made 10 three-pointers in the game earlier this year. That broke the Georgetown record for threes in a game that was originally set back in 1990 in a game against Providence. For the first person to say Mark Tillman did it, you win first prize.
How about that?
Mark Tillman was in the same backcourt with Dwayne Bryant, two little guards, both playing off each other. That was good basketball back then.
There were some battles here. A lot of emotion involved in some of those games as well. Little friction, finger pointing, the way it was.
Tillman went to Gonzaga Prep, memory serves. Donald's All-American. Rice in and out.
And Benaya just a little bit of a sleep defensively, a little side saddle delivery.
Here comes Aminu Mohammed playing with 3 fouls. He's been relatively ineffective in today's game. Carey swirls it through. He has been the best part of the offense for Georgetown.
Aminu really solid too, under control. Got to that lane, didn't charge. Nice little disbursement.
19 points for Carey. That leads all scores. Leading scorer for Providence is Croswell off the bench with 15.
A late ball screen, pick and pop.
Offensive foul. Durham called for the charge.
Well, that's the first time any of them have gotten in too deep on the Providence side. Nice read, recognition. Chris Durham feels he got a little shove from the reel that got him going, that he couldn't jump, stop, and control. You got to think good shots if you're Georgetown. Really haven't shown an inside game. It's all with the bounce.
Carey. And he got fouled. He got fouled while at the free throw line. Now he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2 free throws.
Carey gets a little nervous when he goes beyond that 3-point line. Forcing him to put it on the deck a little bit. Nice little hesitation and step back. And you just see that little wrist, quail-like delivery.
Yeah, Georgetown really missed Carey. Didn't play since December 18th. Played that TCU game and then has been out. They've struggled scoring. They've struggled with consistency. Yeah, they're down by 10 right now, but they still got a puncher's chance on the road against a good team because of the way Carey's played.
Well, they're not a great scoring team, and he gives them 13 a game, 47 from 3. Experience, age.
And he's now 33 for 35 at the free throw line on the season. The all-time great free throw shooters in the Big East. A conference that has had great free throw shooters in the past.
Now Watson trying to hold off in that low post area. Your FA got a reverse position. Deny on one side, curl to the other. Use that arm bar.
9:38 remaining in our ball game. Can't get it to Watson.
Yeah, nice little pin down. Much better defense.
Durham. He had his legs taken out from underneath him, so he'll go to the line.
He just has great recognition of what to do, when to do it. A good feel for the game. A little bit of a combo guard in his game. He may have got the little pitter-patter on the feet as well. This is one of the great buildings, by the way, or public buildings. Fan support in that town. I always talk about Dave and Joe Mulaney. Well, Dave and, of course, Rick Pitino as well. What they've been able to do. Basketball is important in Providence. Almost as important as Federal Hill. That's where the restaurants are, by the way.
I'll tell you what, I've done many games at Dunkin' Donuts Center over the years and had great meals the night before, each and every time.
Yeah. A little tag on the baseline might be Durham. Those baseline bumps.
That's the third foul on Durham. So he and Croswell now with 3 fouls for Providence. For Georgetown, Dante Harris and Aminu Muhammad with 3 fouls. And with the lead and a nice comfort level, Ed Cooley's going to take Durham out of the game to make sure he doesn't pick up that 4th.
Now this is where he's developing a bench too. Greenwood started. One of those guys they can slip in there, play with some confidence. They're 8-9 now.
And a hold called on Horkler.
Different attitude offensively by Georgetown, mixing their game up a little bit more, not settling.
That's the 17th foul or the 6th? That's the 6th. So the next foul will be 7 on Providence, and Georgetown will be in the bonus.
I like that little huddle. You can see where Bynum's the boss, the leader.
And what do we have? Georgetown ball. That may be the first break that Dante Harris has got today. He's had a tough game.
Yeah, Bynum. I thought they called the foul on him. A little bit of a right out.
So the call on the court was that it was last touched by Providence. No foul. Harris has not hit a shot from the field. He is 0 for 7 shooting the basketball.
I thought he could do a little more with Rice on that wing there. Little 2-man basketball.
And Georgetown has 3 men around that rebound, and they can't keep it in play.
You know, it's interesting. It ended up a tough play against them, but I like that, though. Hustling, scrapping.
Providence, their only loss in conference play, coming in Milwaukee against Marquette. They're 4-1 in the Big East.
Well, that was impressive by Marquette, though. And he took them out to the woodshed.
Bynum working the baseline like Steve Nash.
Tough shot.
I think I need to take that back. Carey! Can't give any Steve Nash references when you do the Big East game. He's working the baseline like Pearl Washington. I think that's better.
Ooh. The Pearl. Well, he lit up the lights in Holmes. Everybody loved watching him.
8:03 remaining.
Years ago, I was out on the West Coast, and I saw John Lucas, and he said to me, "Tell me about this kid, Pearl Washington. What's he like?" He was fun to watch.
Yes, he was. This guy's a nice shooter, though.
Yeah.
Caden Rice has now made 3 3-pointers in our ball game, and it's an 8-point game.
He's one of those logo guys. You got to pick him up on the logo.
And it looks good, too.
Yeah.
Effortless from distance. Minaya to Horkler. And a hold inside on Igwefe. Because of the bonus, we'll have Nate Watson at the free throw line. But how about Caden Rice?
Rice is nice, huh? Get them organized. Number 11 in your program. Sweet.
Now we got a ball game. 7:33 remaining. Providence trying to hang on. They lead by 8 over Georgetown. Let's listen in the huddle.
Look, we need good shots. When we're penetrating like the last one, great penetration, great distance, great pass out. We need more of that. The one that you took, that's a deep 3. We don't need that one.
And right now, Eric, they don't have a back to the basket kind of a player, so you got to be creative off the dribble. That's what Patrick's alluding to. There's no Alonzo Mourning in there. Let's put it that way. They could do some damn more. Patrick as well. So the guards have to contribute. get some heads turned. Hope the defense doesn't stay at home and kick.
Georgetown has survived in this game because of what they've done from behind the arc. They've made 10 out of 19 of their three-pointers. They're shooting a way better percentage behind the arc than they are in 2. This is a 1-and-1, and that's what happens when you're a good guy. You get the benefit of the doubt. Nate Watson will have another.
There's somebody on your side. Saw a couple of quotes by him saying that Ed's like a father to him. So enjoyable, these years together.
Stick around and get your degree. That's what happens, right? You get the benefit of the doubt on the roll.
Well, Eddie's a keeper, though. Great personality, charming. He gets it done on the floor here, too.
Ed cooling out his 11th year at Providence. Dante Harris working that baseline. Looking for help. Hoyas down 10. Muhammad. Shot clock down to 2. Score the goal. Found money for Georgetown.
How about that point? He stick with it. Using that size and power. Taking care of the D.
For a freshman, he didn't panic with that shot clock winding down.
Traffic jam here.
Watson.
I love this little play they run. That is pretty. We got the horn set, Eric, and then the guard goes down and gets the big, and then a little curl to the box.
Watson's starting to get his. He now has 10 points. And Muhammad got fouled.
That's what he can do, though. Gives him that presence in the low box area. A little bit frustrated. We talked earlier about 6'4", 6'5". Just really solid. This is just a beautiful little play they run. Guard pins the big guy, pops out. If you don't get the curl guy, hit the guard.
Minaya comes back in. He replaces Alan Breed.
Interesting with the mask, isn't it, Minaya?
Yeah. Safety first. I approve.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Providence had to shut down the program. They had 3 straight games postponed. This is their first game back in 12 days. Last time they played was Saturday, January 8th.
There's the guys haven't been together.
Stolen away. This is Carey. He's got Harris in front of him. That's the first basket for Dante Harris. He had been 0 for 7 from the field. That makes it a 6-point game.
Yeah, if you want to get it going, starts on that defensive end. Get him to cough it up a little bit, get some runouts, get some easy baskets. Opportunity hoop. Big time, Georgetown in touch.
Well, a huge night of college hoops continues next as 4th-ranked Purdue's going to take on Indiana. Then at 11 o'clock, the 9th-ranked UCLA Bruins battling Utah. It's all right here on FS1 and the Fox Sports app.
How about the bragging rights there in Indiana, huh? Purdue, really a solid team. Trey Jackson Davis, big time. The bigs on Purdue, incredible.
Purdue's always had those bigs in recent vintage.
Haven't they? And just here, this is just, you called it. Out ahead, nice little bounce pass, catchable. Really loosen up his game a little bit, Harris. You noted. First deuce.
6-point game. Providence, they've led by as many as 16.
Okay, give me Georgetown confidence. Had a chance to put him away and didn't.
Watson, the grad student, in and out, rebounded by Harris.
He got himself a good look on that cross screen.
Harris.
That's a good shot for him. Him up empty.
Poked away from behind by Carey. And Harris will get a chance to earn it at the free throw line.
Oh, what a hustle play by Minaya, too. Make sure that thing didn't go in. This kid gives you some effort, though. A lot of juice in that body. The poke away, the opportunity. Just terrific attention to detail.
So Harris to the line. First time he's been there tonight. He'll have another. Georgetown tonight has been rock solid free throwing. As a team, the Hoyas are 9 for 10.
They've been playing good half-court defense lately, so I don't think we'll see a full-court press or a three-quarter. You don't want to give an easy look to Providence.
4-point game. 5 minutes remain. Bynum, pass deflected. Oh, and right back to Bynum. How'd that happen?
Well, he came in from out of bounds. I think you got away with one there.
Gives it right back, though. Georgetown has it. Bucket here, and it's a one-possession game. Loose in the corner, last touch by Providence.
That's where Harris got to be under control. You don't see anything, back it out. We're playing pretty good half-court offense.
I think you're right, Coach. I think he was out of bounds and came in and touched it before reestablished.
It didn't establish, exactly.
Oh, no damage done. They didn't score that time down. Here comes Carey. Offensive foul. Oh, that's a killer.
He was forced to use the dribble because Durham hugged him. A real solid defensive play. I don't know if Patrick's upset with his offensive maneuver there or the call. Pretty good self-control.
Georgetown looking for their first conference win. Providence trying to stay atop the Big East standings.
He'll diagonal pin down and seal.
Bynum misses from distance, got it back. Ball seems to find him. Minaya got it! Big bucket for the lefty.
How about Bynum, though? The rest is an important detail. But aggressive play, hustle, good understanding. You know where it's coming off.
9-point game for the grad student. Harris gets 2 back.
Well, that was an easy entree, wasn't it? Goodness. Go big to prevail.
Providence, 2 timeouts at their disposal. Georgetown just 1.
That is where you have the advantage of the 2 heads in the backcourt, Durham and Bynum.
Durham finishes with strength on top of Iglefe.
How about that? That combo can be awesome. Got to jump on his left hand. We know he can go right, but the blue bucket.
Bucket here would be big for Georgetown.
Once again, the dribble drive sets it up. Patrick can use that in his timeout. Wants more of that penetration to the foul area.
Back to a 4-point game. Bynum. Horkler. Big shot. Horkler.
How about this kid? What an addition he has been. All set up by the bounce.
3rd triple for Horkler. Looking for room.
Nice show by Watson here.
Iglefe missed inside. That hurts.
Well, who's right there but Horkler? Then to clean up Watson.
Providence going to take it below the 2-minute mark. And a foul away from the ball called on Georgetown.
Trying to run that little flex look where they use clock. Try and get a touch in that low box area.
Now we've got an official timeout at the floor, Coach. We've seen baskets at both ends.
Absolutely. We've been waiting for Muhammad to step up. A nice little drive, kick, knockdown shot. And why not? Kick back, Horkler, for the money.
Well, two great Colgate Red Raiders. Yeah.
Reference, yeah. Of course, Ivy, he was talking about what a phenomenal player. He's got speeds and overdrive speed.
Here's our game summary. It's a 7-point game, Coach. Providence somehow shooting 52% in their home floor, yet only leading by 7, with Georgetown shooting 37%.
Well, Georgetown starting to get easier baskets, pushing the ball up the floor. That certainly has helped them.
That last stoppage was a double foul. Carey and Harris. Possession arrow keeps it with Providence, and then capitalize. A 3-ball Horkler.
I would just love to see him get more shots. He doesn't hunt them, plays within the system. We mentioned earlier, terrific rebounder on both ends of the floor.
Rice. Oh, that had to go, and it did. What a pure stroke.
But they were struggling too. Well, you got to know your guy, what he can do. Can't go hide on screens.
4 more three-pointers for Caden Rice. Came in averaging 4 three-pointers a game.
This is where they like to run the flex. Use some clock.
Ooh, nasty spill for Al Durham.
Wow. Oh, hopefully he's okay. I saw him grab his arm. Almost shocked. Well, that's a good sign. I think initially he felt it was worse.
Trying to break his fall, looked like.
Yeah, with his arm to get those tingles in the elbow.
Well, if you choose to play 3 years in the Big Ten and then transfer to finish up your college experience in the Big East, that tells me you're tougher than Walrus Gristle. You're going to be out there.
He's been hit before, you're suggesting.
Yes, yeah, you play in the Big East, you play in the Big Ten. You expect that, and you can deal with it. More than likely, he's going to hit these free throws, too.
Well, this combo with Bynum, they are 2 kids who can beat you with the scoring, getting organized, the bounce. Pretty impressive.
Durham perfect at the free throw line.
And if you're Providence, you want to force Georgetown to use some clock by playing solid defense. And conversely, Georgetown needs some quick hitters. And the way they're going, it's got to be a dribble drive, find, go finish.
Final minute of our ball game. Georgetown needs a bucket. 9-point game. Rice, the floater, got it to go.
Good take advantage, too. Durham right up on Carey out there with the hand. Knows he's such a tough out deep.
And a timeout called by Bynum. He was double teamed in the corner.
Yeah, that's Death Valley down there. Got to try and keep it in the middle and make quick decisions as well.
So a timeout. When we come back, Providence has the basketball and a 7-point lead. Game, 21st ranked Providence College Friars trying to move to 5-1 in Big East play. We have had some stars in our ball game. Donald Carey and Caden Rice both shooting a good ball from behind the arc. For Providence, Ed Croswell, 15 points in just 16 minutes, 7 for 7 shooting. And then as of late, Noah Horkler shooting from distance.
Yeah, he got him going earlier, Ed Croswell. And you mentioned Horkler, and Durham has really been solid too. I just love his approach to the game. But Horkler, whatever you give me, I'll take. Got a screen, run through the ball.
Both sides in the double bonus, so next time we have a foul, it'll be 2 free throws. And I think the officials want to make sure who that ball was off of.
There, I guess it was asked on the sideline. I think they got it right, though.
Yeah, the original call was last touch by Georgetown, Providence ball.
There's a chance both guys get a free timeout. Eddie's setting up a diagram to get the ball inbounds. See if they go big on the ball, Georgetown. Try and front, take away vision. And they're going to extend this game.
We're going to see Providence again on Sunday. They'll play Butler. And then they're going to take on Xavier. That'll be a fun one to watch. Marquette, St. John's, and then a rematch with Georgetown in D.C. February 6th.
Because Eddie's got mixed feelings. His daughter Olivia is a Georgetown student.
For Georgetown, they're going to have ranked opponents in their next two contests. Villanova, Saturday games on Fox, and then UConn, then followed by Butler, Seton Hall, St. John's, and then they will take on Providence in the rematch in D.C.
Got to really set your man up on your cuts. Keep him in abeyance. Not as big on the ball as I thought with Rice, but 6'7".
All right, so it stays with Providence. Horkler to inbound. Both sides with one timeout left.
Good sized inbound, too.
Breed's got it. And Breed is fouled by Rice. He'll go to the line.
Good free throw shooter, as you mentioned earlier. And he went a little bit small.
Yeah, Breed not only a good free throw shooter, but he's a guy who's played in big games before. He played at McEachern High School down in Atlanta, Georgia. They won a whole bunch of games. They had Isaac Okoro on that team. Omar Cooper, Sharif Cooper.
Right.
Been with a lot of great players, played in big-time games and made big-time shots. And that's probably making that free throw a little easier right now.
Yeah, they kept Bruce Pearl smiling a couple of those names.
Two beauties. Georgetown running out of time. Need to put something up quick. Preferably a three if you're a Hoya fan.
Best way to get it is put it on the deck and then find somebody like that.
Stays with Muhammad. Burning a lot of clock. And his last touch by Muhammad.
I'll tell you, Horkler right in the middle of that defensively. Croswell early, Horkler, solid contributor, Minaya. They've got people who put effort. Got to give it.
Stolen. Georgetown has it. Rice. Wow. Big shot. Caden Rice. His fifth three-pointer.
How about that? Trap work. Faulty execution by the Friars.
I really like Rice's release. That's so quick.
Oh, my goodness.
And Durham is fouled.
Yeah, scrappy play. The Hoyas in the old days used to really get after you. Something I think Big Patrick would like to do a lot more. Perfect toe-to-toe on the trap and a really nice look. Harris with the find.
Rice is 5 for 7 on his three-pointers. Durham swirls it through. Both sides are shooting great balls at the line. Providence is now 18 for 20 as a team. Durham is a perfect 7 for 7.
He has been down the road, plays with a lot of confidence. I just don't want to foul.
And Georgetown, I don't know if they really meant to, but they do foul Breed, and so we'll come the other way and potentially add some points to Providence's total.
There's something to build on, I think, for Patrick, though. Much better. Solid with the ball. Good use of the timeouts to get them in the direction he wanted. Again, limited with a back-to-the-basket scorer, so it all comes off the bounce.
Now, this has been Georgetown's best performance in a while. Start to finish. Remember, they were down 13-0 to begin the game. But since then, they were toe-to-toe with a very good Providence team. And if things had fallen their way down the stretch, you never know. But you can't complain about this performance on the road.
No, not at all. But getting kids back together is a big deal. They haven't had the reps, haven't had the competition. They really don't have full squads to go after one another. That's sort of a national dilemma.
Providence now 19 for 21 at the free throw line.
Ed Cooley's got him rolling.
There's your final score. Providence wins 83-75 over Georgetown. Coach, sure was a blast working with you.
Great to be with you too, Mark. Enjoyed it.
So another win for Providence. They moved to 5-1 in conference play. Georgetown's now 0-4 in the Big East. For Bill Raftery, I'm Eric Collins. Now let's send it to Rob Stone.